if I'm honest, I don't really have a name. The elves call me Ness or Nay, or Sapling in your woods. Ness is fine, because it's a lot of words otherwise. We didn't really need names in the tribe, other than Marlo for friend, or Amal for mother. The last thing I remember of my mother was her pressing this into my hand and pushing me into the river. I didn't really realise it at the time, but she was saving 2 lives. The river carried me away and kept me safe, me and the thing in my hand. All I knew was the river, the moonlight, and the screams. And when I got home again, all I saw was black ash and rot. I knew why she did it. I wasn't supposed to have this. Anna was meant to be the next Amal. Maybe she'd have known what to do with the seed of a tree that's older than my mother's mother's mother. And the thing I carry, I know it's a person, though I don't know her name, and I've never seen her face. I know she relies on me. I think I'm the only one left. So we have each other, and since I met Xavier in the Penth, in the place where the elves sing stones into buildings in the sky, I have the Nosse Ambar too. So now I'm a leaf that's blown on the wind. I go where she calls, and wherever I settle, or fall, maybe something will grow.
Oh, you're still alive? Good for you. From birth, I was sculpted into the perfect vessel for the reincarnation of the Raven Queen. This was the destiny that my parents had chosen for me. However, as a big supporter of free will, I ran. I ran and ran for a long, long time. Her creatures pursued me at every stop. Every moment I took to breathe, they took to sink their claws deeper in my back. When I decided to stop running, when I killed the shadows that followed me, I received these tattoos as a brand. They are my story, my life, and her special little way of saying see you soon. It's not all bad though. I get to hear music again. I've sailed on the ocean. I met some good people, a new family, new friends. I have new purpose, people that I need to protect. I feel alive again. I've been called monster. I've been called demon. More recently, Memento Mori. I have no qualms with monster. And if you think me a demon, trust me when I say that, to save the people I love, I would go to the depths of hell. My name is Nepenthe Erdu. Destiny is what we make of it.
Dear Miss Ronax Melodies, please provide the following information via the sending stone that we have provided. When doing so, please be sure to note out all the contents of this letter so that the record can be played back with the utmost accuracy. Thank you. Sincerely, St. Claudius Graduate Association. Full name: Ronax Linverno Melodies. Age: I am 23 years old and was adopted by Olam and Lena Melodies. Garb that you will be attending our graduation in: elegant leathers and a full corset atop a simple white blouse, presenting some of the fine craftsmanship of Thessalia, along with custom-made shoes and a coat that has been passed down in my family for the last 6 generations. Height and weight, so that you may be fitted for cap and gown. Oh, goodness. 6'4" and 220 pounds. A brief description of the invention you should be presenting at the time of your graduation. A handheld Magitech-like cannon device that will send projectiles of varying potency out in a rapid manner that will hopefully aid in incapacitating those who would be hostile to our legion. A brief description of who will be sponsoring your graduation. My teacher, Provost Ligarius Hippolytus, Master of Arcane Technology.
And we're on. Okay. Welcome back, everybody, to Chronicles of Lorei'an. We're 49 sessions today. I forgot to do the thing. It was Chronicles of Lorei'an, where we climb thundering thunderstorm mountains, lift magical ancient cities up off the ground and back up into the air and kick lion people's asses in a coliseum. Last time, the party known as Naseambar had arrived at the Savithrash village of the Leonin tribes, a group of very old tribal warriors of the olden days, known as the Savithrash tribe. Within this village, you were tested by the Shehachivi, the leader of these Savithrash Leonin, because your destination lies upon the Savithrash Peaks, a mountain range that bears a lot of religious significance to these Savithrash Leonin. And to traverse these grounds, one must first earn the status of a Revel, or a Revel is some sort of a mix between, the language is some sort of a mix between knight and warrior. And so only a grunted Revel can traverse the mountains due to religious reasons. And you were pit against the Leonin champion, a huge, tall, and muscular Leonin, in which Nepenthe proceeded to promptly wipe the table with in combat in the Colosseum. Following that, meals were had, dances were made, and an overall beautiful night was shared amongst all of you before the next morning came, and you all had ventured up into the hazardous and very, very steep mountains of the Savithrash Peaks. 4 days of climbing later, you arrived at a set of ruins, a huge archway that led into an underground city, in which you all see before you on screen the ruins of Uxelian, the largest residential district in all of Old Sifana. There, you had met with a slightly angry dragon automaton who attacked you, thinking you to be intruders, and has been very, very angry that he had to stand guard over a dead people and a dead city for 2,000 years. Luckily, managed to catch sight of Ronax and be reminded that she is indeed one of his people. And in doing so, he had brought you up to the temple known as King Sif's Memoriam, where upon activating an obelisk, had shone a light upon the city, which revived all of the old memories of the city being vibrant and alive at one point. Back up. It was a beautiful sight. You all enjoyed in the sights and sounds for a little bit before you felt the ground shake and the city being lifted up and off the ground once more. And as the ground continues to shake, seeing on the outside, the skies get up higher and higher and higher in the night sky ahead of you. The ceiling collapses down, and Artorok, the huge the huge dragon automaton, flies up and out into the stars, before swooping back in and around again. And that's where we pick up today. Might I ask how all of you are reacting to this sudden shift in events?
To like the city and whatnot coming up.
Mm-hmm.
I think we just all have eyes on Ronax, at least partially.
She is going to give everybody kind of like a strange glance. And she opens her mouth as if she's going to say something, but then closes it and walks towards one of the windows to see if she can see where Anorak is.
Make a perception check for me.
I'm not great at those.
As we've made prevalent. Decent though. 11. It's quite difficult to see because the clouds are moving past you at an incredibly fast rate. The city is being lifted up and off the ground, and you're feeling the sort of the tug of gravity on your shoulders that is as being lifted up far into the skies. With an 11, however, you see that the vastness of the night sky all around you, slight instances of Arturok flying up and around the city itself, breathing fire out of his mouth in an almost joyful state. You also see, at this point, that coming this far up, Northern Lights, Aurora Borealis, that's these vibrant waves of green and blue colors that start to tear across the night sky. Arturok flies through them, leaving an almost like wet paint on paper effect in the sky as he swoops back and comes back into the fallen over ceiling of the city and lands.
You know, I'm going to be honest with you. I really was not expecting this. And she motions towards Anorak.
You weren't? I don't know, I saw the giant ones hidden under the sands and the dozens of others' designs and the parents' draconic influence. I figured at some point we were seeing a construct, a draconic construct. So
that you just watch Vorax scoot up over to you, Ronax, and just looks you and tilts his
and
head.
that.
He's massive. I don't know what we're going to do with him.
Well, we have a couple pellets in that aspect, I guess, right? I don't know if he has the personal influence of a dragon, but they quite like their hordes. You kind of have one for it, ready to go.
I feel like having him stand guard over a city of dead people and then going to stand guard over a city of gold is not the best course of action.
I wouldn't suggest letting them just roam free.
Obviously, that is... I just don't know. We could give him a meaningless task, or...
How about you ask him?
Arturok juts his face forward and puts his snout through the various pillars of stone in the temple as he says, "My primary duty is to stand guard over Uxelion. My second duty is to hunt down and incinerate Varium Nox.
Does that mean you can track any energy signatures similar to his? Arcane presences, divine
I have been integrated with systems of detecting the Blightswarm.
You don't detect that on any of us, right?
Watch, he gazes around. Flames kind of flick up and down his throat. Looks at you, Xavier, and says, "You seem to have an object in your possession."
Bit afraid of that. You know which one of us has it?
He's looking at you, in particular, Xavier.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
I thought it was going to be in the fence.
Yeah, it sounds bad.
The
A
fuck
small
do I have?
fragrance, but a remnant.
Is it my blades? I'll pull those out. I don't know what that would be. I need to look in my sheet. Go back around.
Does this manifest as like Xavier getting everything out of his pack?
Yeah. Basically. Just freaking checking shit out behind him. Oh, is it the book?
It's not the book. Do you remember what you found
Oh,
at the bottom of the World Sea?
Oh yes.
Bottom of
The
the
chest.
world. See.
There's a chest.
I
with
don't
a
remember.
chest with a cursed luck stone or something.
Oh.
Ronax
Yeah. Thank you.
walks up to Xavier and kind of scans the things on the ground that he's pulling out of his bag. Oh,
And he's just like, is it this? And the dragon says, no. Is it?
Yeah, it goes on for a while until
I hold images up. Is it this?
this goes on, and then, like the cycle of you pulling something out, and then he goes, and then eventually you get to the cursed luckstone.
I grab the rock, look at it, and go, not that. Throw it on my shoulder.
He
Grab
like
everything.
heavily growls when you pull out the luckstone, and he just goes, "Best incinerate before it reforms."
Before that, it's been a millennia or two. I don't think it's going to reform quite yet.
You do not understand the process of reproduction amongst the Blightswarm.
A demonstration or explanation would be wonderful.
Yeah, explanation, please.
When the city fell, we were overcome by a wave of noxious insect beings known as the Blightswarm, the main forces of the armies of Nox. He then goes on to explain, so that I don't have to, strain my throat doing this voice for too long, that the Blightswarm of Varium Nox, these insectoid creatures that raise and burn in his name, do not reproduce by normal means. Instead, they take one of these stones. By the way, the cursed luck stone is revealed to you to be called a Heart of Nox. And they embed it into a living
I
creature.
almost attended this.
It then drains that creature of the magical energy, transforming them into a Blightswarm.
A husk. Okay. Jeez. Do we want to look over this? I already identified this. Looking it over with more information. Is there anything else I can kind of gather from it? We're afraid of this Varium Nox, right? I kind of assume he's not dead. Like, there was a whole war fought over him, and all those gods came back, so I would...
I thought that you was holding on to that thing to figure out what he was.
It was just at the bottom of my bag. I really, truly forgot about it about 3 hours after I picked it up.
I think
That's as honest as I can be.
that's a dangerous thing to forget about.
Once infested with a heart of Nox, a creature becomes undying, an eternal servant. Such creatures can only be purged by flames and radiance. Destruction of the heart destroys the core of the being.
Do you know how Varium Nox was defeated?
I'm afraid our city fell before the conclusion of the war.
Alright. That is a no. Sorry, I'm interrogating your robot friend of history. Anything else you want to know or ask?
Your job, it is to destroy Varium Nox. As your secondary function. That is what you said.
That is
However,
correct.
we've not seen the armies of Nox in our time.
You know not then their goals or ambitions. Why they invaded. What Varium Nox desires.
Can you tell us?
Not I. But perhaps they can.
And he looks towards the obelisk.
What?
Which obelisk?
The one in the middle of the room?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
The one that you clinked your pendant into. The one that seemingly reactivated the city.
Are there more of these throughout the city?
There is one. It has yet to perform its true functions. Ascend the throne. Descended.
Okay, so... Ooh. This might be a bad thing. She's gonna take the pendant out of the obelisk. What
Okay.
happens?
City falls. No, I'm kidding. You take the pendant out of the obelisk, but as you actually walk up to it, there is a small resonance. That pulsating heartbeat that continues on, like vroom, 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 like the crystal in Slumberlog. And as you approach, it seems to almost try and form a connection with you. It's strange, almost as if like there's some form of energy that is linking you to the obelisk that you kind of have to concentrate and tap into. And the closer you walk to the obelisk, you start to hear voices, whispers, and all of these voices are mixed in with the noise of civilization that once came to life as the as the obelisk was activated. You go to take the go ahead, sorry.
Do I have to make any kind of like saving throws or anything like that?
No, actually. But as you go to approach, you concentrate on all of the voices, almost like tuning a radio until a specific frequency comes through. It's very strange. All of this happens in your mind. But at a certain point, amidst all of these voices you start to hear, and this voice is strange. It's an amalgamation of voices, almost like the clinking of metal, the children laughing, the men and women in the streets. All of these voices combine into one voice and starts talking to you. And it says, "Young one, who stands afore us, do announceth thy name." And as this voice emanates out, all of you now start to hear in the same voice, and Arturok immediately bows down, head to the ground.
I guess she gives them her name.
Which name?
Fuck. I really should have written this down.
Venice?
You said Venus?
Venus Nemanis is your birth given name.
Venus Nemanis.
A pulse expands out from the crystals, from the obelisk, taking over your form and washing over to the rest of the city, and it comes back in and reconverges at the obelisk. And you start to hear now, all of you, the voice doesn't come from the obelisk itself, but from the city outside, as if the city is beginning to talk to you in the same voice, a conglomeration of whispers.
You are Vanilla, and Arax's blood. It is clear to us now. Our people have gone, our kingdom ruination befallen. We are Sith. We are the culmination of our kingdom's memories. We are no hegemon. But what is a king if not to protect his people? We are every book ever written, every tool smithed, every child's game, every man's creation. King Sif is no man, but we are an ideal, our core values, our foundations, our growth. We are the memoriam at world's end. We have remembered, and we have stored, so that when we fall, future generations may dig through the sands to find out who we used to be. We are Sifana. We are Sif.
Will you tell me why this happened?
Could you
Will
specify?
you tell me about Varium Nox? And if they'll come back.
One day, a kingdom to the south, bred by beings of shadow, darkness, beings in servitude of darker powers, invaded the grand continent in pursuit. Amongst orders of destruction, ruination, servants of rot and disease, servants of decay and death. It is these higher beings' powers to seek and destroy all that lives, and to spread this destruction. They invaded and spread their plague amongst the entire realm. Infestation, corruption. These were the core values of Nox. Nox.
I think she looks at the gem that Xavier has. Will they come back?
They were never truly gone. No. They're merely waiting. Wait.
I hate when I get the answers I expect. Because they're never the good ones.
The first wave wrought destruction and death, set the world back. They have nested in the underground and in great hollows, awaited the day where their lords return. A nest lies to the southeast. A great tree, befallen to rot and corruption. They multiply.
Does Varium Nox have any connection to the Nine Hells?
The hells. Two beings. Greater powers that commanded. Gave the orders to Nox. Yurtress. Kios. Anybody wants to can make a religion check. $22, a 7, and a natural. No, it's
a natural 3 minus 2.
To a lot of you, these names are quite unfamiliar. Xavier, you even with a 7, you recognize the name Yurtress somewhere, but you do not know from where. However, with Ronax, you recognize Yurtress as spelled Yurtrus, Yurtress, as one of the major deities in the current pantheon. He is known as the Lord of Maggots, and he is the deity of decay and rot. known as one of the more evil entities of the realm. Kius, you've never really heard of up until this point, though some literature when talking about the abyss and the darkness of these demonic beings, the name Kius often comes up as a spreader of disease and of darkness and corruption. So seemingly two entities tied to the concept of decay and disease is linked somehow to the old invasion of the kingdom of Varium Nox. And one of these deities are recognized as a major deity within the current Lorei'an pantheon.
So someone survived the realm shatter. And that's the only god we know that survived the realm shatter, correct? Lucky?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were discussing. The obelisk answers. This event you call Realm Shatter. The cause of it lies in the corruption of divine light, shattering the divine gate, and dispersing this corrupted divinity throughout the realm. So seemingly at the cause and root of all of it, something interfered, a parasite that caused the entire catastrophe, that infected the divinity almost like a virus that spread into the divine gate and broke it apart.
Are we saying the gods didn't always suck as much as they do now? Laura excluded, of course, not.
It tells you that Melora was one of the major deities that opposed Kius and Yurtris in their spreading of corruption and disease. It used to be viewed as one cycle, the entire process of rebirth and nature and then decay. But when one part of the cycle tries to overcome all other parts, that's when the cycle breaks. And seemingly these two entities, this Kius and Yurtris, had influenced Nox in a way where it allowed them to gather the forces to invade the rest of the continent.
What exactly is it? Nox.
Nox. Beings born without souls. Hollow husks. Left behind at the creation. Forgotten. Forsaken.
Hollow us. Is there a correlation to the Hollowfell?
Could be. It does not recognize the term Hollowfell.
Shadowfell, Feywild, I think they used to exist in your time.
Indeed. No one knows for sure. What is known is the motivations and the sudden infestation. And the Nox bring with them the Blightswarm.
What does it look like? A place that has had that happen to it.
Our collective consciousness faded. Before we got to see the world. At such a state, but one would assume. Rifled with disease and rot. Insects, undead, monsters that feed amongst the corpses. A land of rotting red and grey, where nothing prospers, nothing grows.
David, could I ask you something as a favour to me?
Yeah, anything.
That stone that you has, you let him burn it.
Yeah. Yeah. But, you can have some time with it. And try to learn something for a couple hours.
What if you accidentally activate it? It feeds off magic. You'd be the perfect source for it.
I would be quite a bit dumber than I hope I am.
This is Arturok speaking. Now,
Attracts evil and those of similar intent. Have you found yourselves being drawn to by beings of chaos, evil, and ill intent? The heart
I
serves
mean, if
as
they
a
want to
beacon.
kill us, does that count?
sorry, what is?
If they're trying to kill us, does that count?
One could assume.
Does it feel like there's anything that I can learn from this stone, knowing its actual source now?
Make an Arcana check. 29.
29.
Now that he tells you, the stone itself almost, because the way that I had described it when you had first come upon it is that it looks like a petrified, rather than a stone, it looks like a petrified organ, because you found it amongst a rotten tomb, correct? In the hag's lair. You had come upon this stone impaled into the carcass of a creature. In some sort of like burial site. Your mind flashes back to that moment. And you think that the hags, the sea hags underneath the world sea may have been trying to recreate that ritual, meaning that leaving it alone won't necessarily like suddenly activate, but a certain ritual has to be performed, like a surgical one almost, where a person is transformed into Blightswarm.
Yeah, it doesn't seem something that happens on accident. Alright, I'm just not gonna have to do much for it. Yeah, Iraq, you wanna have some fun?
With pleasure.
Toss it up in the air.
As you do, a pillar of fire bursts out from Arturok's maw. And the heart is incinerated.
Sorry, yes, I wasn't trying to add any extra grief to that.
I feel better not having that around.
Of course.
No. I don't want to see any more places that's had the life sucked out of them.
Ronax, you feel a pull to your attention back to the obelisk as it now communicates to you directly into your mind. You hear, although now more focused, this collection of voices talk in a more masculine and deep tone towards you in Draconic, Old Draconic.
Young one who stands before us. Our people may be gone, but we are not truly dead, no. At the fall of our civilization, we knew, our people knew, that the end was near. Our city, our people, our hopes, We all believed, in all our hearts unfaltered in one thing. And at the end of our civilization, we had engraved that very thing into our hearts. Hope lies in Eridom.
I've been to Eridom. I was there. In a way, on that day. Magnum opus. I hope to complete it.
There seems to be a misunderstanding of sorts, young Nemaris. The magnum opus is not some ultimate machine that requires creation. We believe not in the restoration of our kingdom. We accepted the fall. We truly did. The magnum opus is the salvation of our people. The ascension beyond physicality and the rules of dunamancy. Beyond the rules set by the universe. For our knowledge to become timeless memories. As such, we will never die. Sif never disappears. As long as we exist. Or someone is there to inherit our memories.
I simply hope that your hope is not misplaced.
Pretty, young one. Pray tell. Did you think they failed in Eridom?
I know they did not.
Of course. Because if they did, then why do you stand before us today? Our people...
It's not just me.
Sorry, finish.
It's not just me. Everyone here with me. And she looks to every last one of you. All of us. Are the hope from Eridom.
There is a moment of silence. In whatever being, system, culmination exists within the memoriam of King Sif, as it absorbs this information. And then this time expands the voice out to all of you again and says, "Then, prithee, young ones who have come before us, we have a favor. Consider this the asking of a 2,000-year-old people, city, civilization. Forget not our cause. Inheriteth our memories. And keep our civilization alive through you. For nothing can be dead in memory, and thought remains alive even when formless. The fact that you have told us this means that the hope in Eridum has indeed taken form. Step forth with pride and recognition that you today carry the last pieces of an undying civilization. And at this point, you start to hear from the streets and every corner of the city voices that say, "Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you."
How much data must these audio files be taking?
Savior.
I don't know what he's talking about. It must be magic stuff.
Yeah.
That book is going to be very long.
Again, just for note, unfortunately, L does become first in alphabetical order in terms of scholarly articles written, but just thought I'd put that out there just so we're all on the same page.
You have dead people telling you thank you, and your concern is where the placement of your name is on a scientific paper. You are truly a scholar.
My focus is on levity.
Could everybody make me a quick perception check, please?
Cool. By the way, not to ruin the mood, but when Ronex said that we were all part of that memory, I died because there was a part of me that was like, what if these people are just super racist and they're like, ooh, sorry, we only accept Dragonborn? Sorry.
So, 15, 14, 22, 21,
I would have died of happiness, truly.
and a 13.
Come at me, 13.
While this, before I get to the results of these rolls, Ronax, I'm gonna ask you something a little different today. This is an internal question. This is a question to both you as Amir, the player of Ronax, and Ronax herself. What is your resolve as of the moment? Having heard and promised to inherit the memories of Sif, what kind of internal processes is she going through?
She's thinking about it's kind of a fool's errand, but what she's imagining in this moment is finding a way to restore this city and bringing at least some of the technology, obviously not the destructive parts, but either turning it into a massive museum or bringing the technology to the rest of the world so that Sif can live on forever.
That's a very good answer. Ronax. The world lore beckons at the recognition of a crossroads in decision. The culmination of one's growth and process in this moment of actualization grants you a crystallization of your conceptual journey made manifest.
Similar to how Nepenthe has made a decision before you. In this crossroads, having taken the threshold, crossing the threshold, Ronax Melodies, you gain a manifestation.
Neat.
The details of which I will send to you during break. You all see a warm glow of orange emit from Ronax's body as she closes her eyes and takes a breath in. And this glow, though lasts for only 2 or 3 seconds, is vibrant and magical. And it retreats into her form with an exhale. You feel something within
Cast
you.
modify memory,
And-
so she forgets the last 10 minutes.
Oh god. You feel something inside you. A change, an understanding of some sorts in your core beliefs, and a will to stick through it to it and see it through no matter what the cost. There we go.
What did you say, Roy?
I didn't mean to cut you off right. I thought you were done talking. I said I cast modify memory so you forget the last 10 minutes.
Oh
of
my
the day.
god! Fuck you.
Wouldn't that be an ass move?
Heartbreaking.
Solidifying Xavier as the BBEG.
Yeah. It was like, this is the turning moment, motherfuckers. But, as this goes on, the crystal slowly fades back into its usual state. Arturok almost seems to take a seat in the city. 1 second. A moment of silence and calm and relaxation washes over you as you take a breath and relax in what you've managed to accomplish. However, with the moment you finish exhaling, Ness, say Ronax, I would say Akil as well. You hear a sound, something coming from the outside of the walls. And you go, probably just, people outside, but then you realize that the city is miles up into the sky. You start to hear
No.
like
I don't
a
like that.
swarm of flies buzzing constantly on the outside walls.
We exchange a long look.
Yeah.
Ness, you look up
Both
at the
ways.
ceiling, and you see that throughout all of this, that the night sky has been lit on several places with stars and silver lights and splotches of these vibrant celestial bodies. One in particular, the platinum star, the North Star of Lorei'an, shines the most brightly amidst the center of the sky, directly above the city. And you watch as one by one the stars in the sky start to go out.
Divine sense.
How much range?
2 feet.
Yeah, I think it's 60. Let me check.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's 60. I'll double check.
I'm gonna, as he's doing that, throw up Scarlet Inspiration to, we'll say, Ronax, the Ness, and Nepenthe.
Okay.
It is 60, yeah.
60 is unfortunately not quite enough to reach the entire city and outside of it. But I'll tell you if something comes within that range. you hear this continue on thrumming, and as you look up into the sky, you realize that the stars aren't going out, they are being covered by black things, red things, a blanket of darkness. Not
I'm
darkness.
gonna throw a firebolt into it.
What's the range on Firebolt?
120, I think, right? Yeah.
120?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You are quite high up, 120 up. I will say you catch it like right at the low point of the
Precipice.
dome. Yeah. And as this continues, you hear amidst that as Firebolt impacts this like screech and like scuttling noise, this
I reckon you know where these things are hiding?
right as you say that, his head juts up towards the sky and his eyes light up bright red.
Blightswarm.
We all form into a circle, back to back.
See?
Incredible style.
Stay forever, stay close to me.
Arturok immediately spreads his wings, looks towards you, Ronax, and looks towards the obelisk and says,
I will be back momentarily.
as he takes off straight up into the ceiling and into the skies overhead. He pierces through the dome. As it does, you watch this like loud splashing noise as he pierces through a wall of these creatures and just goes and pierces through and into the sky, and he just starts raining fire down onto the swarm. And you're looking at it from this distance. There looks to be hundreds, if not thousands, of these insect creatures that are covering the night sky, emitting this loud throughout the vicinity. Impact noises, wet, like gooey sounds. As you realize that some shapes have dropped from the ceiling down into the streets of the city.
What does it seem like
Make a perception
this
check.
dome is trying to accomplish? Are they trying to lock us in?
We'll see. This music is way too cheerful. Give me a second.
19.
19. The way that the swarm seems to be moving doesn't necessarily seem to want to cover you. But similar to migration patterns of like birds and large flocks of animals moving across the sky, they seem to be moving in large numbers. The direction of which they are moving in, southeast.
Southwest. Yeah. Want to try to take out some of these now, or get ahead of them?
We should get rid of as many of them as possible.
Do we waste the time doing that and let the rest of them get there faster, or do we go?
I don't think we're going to beat them. At least not to their home.
Look around to the rest of the group. Defend.
Look, either way, we're outnumbered. There's about 6 of us and hundreds of them. It's a matter of where you want to make this stand.
I thought so exactly. Hey, we got 7. Don't forget Aurora.
I think he's doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, I think we can just leave it to him. I think looks like he's got it.
You are hearing this constant loud roar and emitting a flame from whatever tank he has in his body, and it's just igniting the sky in fires. It's almost looks like the sky itself is in flames and is burning as he is burning down this swarm of insect creatures. With a 19 as well, Xavier, as you look around, the moment you're looking up, you hear as you look around the city itself, the splotches of black that have fallen down twitch, and limbs, wings emit out of these splotches, and they start to lift themselves up and off the ground. You see this like scraggly, almost newborn looking insect with tons of eyes on its face, this like pincer-like mouth and 2 sets of fly-like wings as it.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely shooting that. I'm absolutely shooting that.
All right, make an attack roll.
How many does there seem to be?
From the count as of this moment, 3, 4, 5, about 5 of them total. They are quite large.
Before you shoot, can I do one thing?
What's up?
Just because the number fits perfectly with this. Golf, what's up, bud? Xavier grabs on to his short swords, sighs and breathes in deeply, and as he pulls them out, his form blinks. I'm gonna cast Do One Strike.
Okay.
He disappears for just a second, and I make 5 weapon attacks, and yeah.
Okay. As Ronax, roll for your attack. Xavier, you choose 5 creatures and make me 5 separate melee spell attacks as you now shoot out these swift winds of silver steel, striking down upon your targets.
Do I only get 1 attack or do I get 2?
You get. I'll say you get both shots off before anything here happens.
Okay. And then I'm gonna pump.
Oh shit! Give me a number from 1 to 5.
3.
Okay, shoot this one. All right, both of you roll damage. Roy, everything hits except the 11.
All right.
And then I'm gonna
If this is within 30 feet, I'm gonna throw in a thorn whip, by the way.
They are within one of them is within 30 feet of you.
Ooh, that was a good roll.
Wow!
Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4. You watch as the wind that like forms into these bladed scythes that spin through the air, cut through the architecture and slices a good 4 of them in half.
No, it's not flying blades. Xavier blinks and appears behind each one of them simultaneously.
Oh, that's cool.
Like,
Master Yi, Q.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that thing of like, you know, like the trope of like Simmer like pulls out his blade, and by the time it looks like he hasn't done anything, but he's just like cut you in half.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
like that,
You just go
pulls both blades
and each of these insect creatures are cut in half as pieces go flying and splatter with purplish blue blood onto the floor. The wings sort of still. Ronax, you look up at one, the one that is left standing, pump both shots into the creature, and you just watch it get decimated with a 13. Yeah, that's enough to kill it. And oh yeah, it's more than dead as it just turns into mush and insect paste on the floor.
So as the bullets come out, they're sea serpent kind of, since it's got layered scales all across its barrel, each of the scales kind of like parts, like, and there's like steam that comes from it, and the shot that comes out of it is fire, just pure flame, and just for all intents and purposes.
Can I say something funny?
Okay.
Can I narrate something funny about Ronax? I love the idea of Ronax pulling Sea Serpent out, pulling out the gun, and it like charges, and then as Xavier pulls out his blade, the one she aims at is cut down, and she turns to the other one, and he appears again and cuts that one down. It does it to all four, and then you get to the last one, and you like pause for a moment, and you're like,
Xavier, will you please let me shoot one? These killed my entire people.
And he like blinks behind it for a second, and then blinks away. Like has an awkward look as he looks around and blinks back to where he was.
Thank you.
Ronax, make a perception check. At this stage, two louder sets of these wing beat noises come down from the ceiling as two more humanoid beings, these crowns and horns of gold atop their heads, a third eye glowing yellow atop their forehead, two sets of fly-like wings, massive in size, hover downwards and float atop these houses. They each have a spear in hand as they look around, standing tall.
I hate it.
As all the insect creatures that were sliced up by Xavier pull themselves back together and start to reform, except the one that was shot with fire. That one remains a flaming pile of flames on the floor. But as this happens, Ness, make a Thorn Whip. 14 hits roll damage for me, as the one in front of you starts to reform.
Yeah. That is that's 77 piercing damage.
Okay, you whip it back again. It splatters.
There's something else I'd like to do as well.
Of course.
I'll turn it to Ronex. I think we might need a little bit of help. I hope this is okay. I'll put my staff on the ground, and vines, little tendrils of shoots start to curl around some of the bones that litter the ground.
Ooh!
And I would like to cast Spirit Shroud and call upon the spirits of the people who died here.
Okay. Okay, I coincidentally have Dragonborn tokens prepared.
I love it.
Give me a second. If I can find them. There we go.
Does it seem to stay down when Ness knocks the one down?
The one that gets whipped by Thorn Whip reforms fully. How many do you summon?
It's more an area, so there's a 10-foot bubble.
Oh boy!
Around me, where these spirits flit around.
Why don't you roll me a d6, and we'll determine based on that how many dead bodies are in the vicinity. We'll do a d6 plus 2.
Yeah.
How about that?
Sort of. Let me post the text of the spell.
Okie dokie.
So make a little bit more sense.
Okay. So these are not creatures. They're kind of like spirit guardians, where it's
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Could you mark down an aura for me in roll 20 so I can keep track of that on your token? Actually, I can.
On the map.
We're not on a battle map.
Oh shit, you're right. Okay, at this point, I guess I'll show you.
I know.
Here you go.
No, you.
Oh, is that Arrock's token, or is that the bad guy?
Those are the bad guys.
That's the bad guy.
Those are the bad guy.
Where's
As
the boy?
your boy is up in the sky burning things down. We'll see if he drops in at some point in the battle. But as these like insectoid, demon-looking creatures scream out at the top of their lungs in a language you do not recognize, the insects that plop down from the ceiling starts to reform. Their mandibles cluttering as they now spring up and into combat. This is the one that got burned. I'm gonna mark him down right there.
I can't set my aura. You may just have to remember.
Okay, I gotcha. So at this point, why don't we have everybody roll initiative? I can set an aura for you. 10 feet, correct?
Yeah.
Yo, Steal and Strike is phenomenal, by the way. Holy
it is.
shit.
He didn't
Those rolls.
didn't what's his name? Your master use that on you?
Yeah, he used it on me.
Corvain?
It's a dick move because it targets 5 people. So like, you gotta be real ass to target one guy with it.
Someone in a campaign I was running recently dealt over 200 points of damage with it.
Oh my god.
By rolling with advantage for reasons and critting 3 times.
Oh my god!
Jeez.
Wow. I mean, just alone, the 4 that I rolled were, what? 76, 96, 103, 138. And this is normal hits the 4 times.
And then
I'm ready to get fucked on this initiative roll.
Amabilis.
Hey, 19!
19, nice. Could you... There we go.
It's like Aurora's. I was like, what are you guys talking about? That's 13.
Amabilis initiative. There we go. Alrighty.
So, you're probably not going to answer this question, but I'm going to ask it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to assume that on initiative count 0, that's when they all resurrect again.
Maybe.
Just for clarification's sake.
Round 0's been there for a while. That's not like a new thing for this combat.
No, I know that. But I'm just assuming.
It's probably on the beginning of their turn.
1 second. Okay. And as the music kicks up, why don't we get our initiative into proper order now? As Akil, you are the first to react as these screaming humanoid bug creatures descend down from the sky and starts to shout commands, orders you do not know. But you are the first to spring into action. What do you do in your turn?
I'm gonna scream so loud. Scream! And he gonna use his long. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh shit. Oh, okay. And I'm gonna use his long sword to attack the flying creatures.
Okay.
I mean, not long sword, the sunblade.
Cool. Ooh, that would put Nepenthe right after you. That's good. Okay. So roll to hit with your Sunblade, Akil.
I got 16. It's above Nepenthe
Got it.
initiative order.
A 16 does not hit. As you fly up, the Sunblade sort of in the air, and you lay down your blade upon this creature's skin. It almost starts to dig into the flesh, but then it pushes you back out.
Oh no! Then I'm gonna try to kick it again. Kick
Okay.
it an arm strike. Yeah.
Do you get advantage though?
13 is
Okay.
No, we don't. I don't have
A
an
13 does not hit. You kick into the side of this creature, but what sort of muscle is like carapace, almost like armor on its body as you kick in, and it's like kicking a pillar of steel.
And the final one do a spin kick and an arm strike.
Okay.
Using following to the momentum. Finally, 23.
Alrighty. A 23 does hit. Why don't you go ahead and roll damage on that one.
7 points of damage.
Okay.
And can I do a stunning strike as well?
Yes, you can. Or con save, correct? That
Yes.
is a 12 fails. So you try and you pummel at this thing for a while until eventually you kick right onto the spine and it just freezes up and it becomes stunned in midair, which I learned from the Kamikuni one-shot makes it fall. So it is going to fall 10 feet onto this roof and go prone.
And with my leftover movement speed, I'm gonna move backward as well.
Okay. Takes 6 points of fall damage. Alrighty. With that done, Nepenthe, it is your turn. What do you do? I'm sorry your computer has been experiencing some stuff.
Yeah, I just have to clarify some things because I feel like I probably just didn't even hear them. So are all of these guys flying? The little
Oh,
bug guys?
only these are flying. The bugs on the ground aren't flying.
Okay. And is that big token a bad guy or is that the dragon?
This thing here?
Bad guy.
Yeah.
Bad guy.
Bad guy.
Okay. Dang it. Okay. I'm going to go here. And I'm gonna go ahead and rage. That's the fire one, gang.
Oh shit! Okay. Explains what happens as Nepenthe flies into a rage, running up.
Having seen that the fire kept that being down, she kind of like really focuses as she works herself into a bit of anger and really is like, "Come on, fire, please, fire."
Okay.
And as she runs up to, I'm just gonna go to this guy first. The flame sort of starts to lick at her heels, and then it just spirals up her like a wildfire as she swings her axe. It lights on fire, and she goes for the attack.
So the sheer rage that fuels your swing starts to pump this energy into the Giant Slayer as it ignites into this almost orange blackish fire with like curls of black flames up off the sides. You swing, roll to hit.
Okay, I'm going to Reckless Great Weapon Master.
Okay. Ooh.
Why?
These things don't have a lot of AC, but a 9 does not hit.
Okay, I'm gonna try again. Same thing. 14?
14 does hit. 23 points of damage. Okay. That is enough to squash it. How many points of fire damage?
3.
Okay. With you squash it into paste in the ground, and as it begins to like reform, fire explodes out from the edge of Giant Slayer, and as it does, singes this creature as it screams and melts back into the ground. Dead.
Yeah, and I use the momentum to turn, and I just point at the big one.
It turns, still like hovering around at you, and just looks, its eyes staring down at you. Is that your turn?
I'm gonna have to fight bugs for the next year and a half.
Roll next.
I'm gonna This one's prone. I don't want to hit that one. Ooh, I don't want to get that close to it. I don't want to get that close. Back in. So she's gonna move up to here.
Okay.
And Vorax is gonna move. Oh wait, I can't move him individually. Oh wait, there we go. He's gonna move up here. Yeah. So she's gonna put one. Yeah, she's gonna put one shot into the little one.
Okay. $18 hits. With 18 points of damage. Does not go down. But this shot cripples it pretty badly as it...
And then... she's going to... well, I guess if it's not dead. Ooh, wait. Can I use... one attack and then a bonus action and then an attack, or do I have to do the bonus action last?
It doesn't have to be in order. You can do it anyway.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Alright, 2 points of
Fire damage.
still up. But its body now ignites into flame and it goes.
And then I am going to... this one's pretty close. But yeah, I haven't done this in a while. We'll do this, sure.
Okay.
So, Sea Serpent, I think, would be like a two-handed weapon, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, aren't there rules to like switching weapons in a turn? You can't do that.
Not if it's two-handed.
No, you can't pull out. You can't like swap.
You can draw or stow one weapon for free.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I'm going to breathe fire on this thing in front of me.
Oh, it's unfortunately a little higher up than you're capable of breathing fire onto. It's a 15-foot cone, correct?
Yeah.
I forgot to specify. It's about 30 feet up in the sky, hovering over a tower.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. If it's 30 feet up, I'm gonna shoot it then.
Yeah, make a shot.
I thought that it was like on.
Nah. It's flying above the tower.
My bad.
Mm-hmm. I forgot to specify.
You're good.
But yes, make a shot.
On it. I clicked on it.
Does your gun have some juice that you can use to knock things prone?
Yeah, great points, too.
I don't think
I don't know if
You have
it.
disarming shot, but not one that knocks them prone.
Yeah.
18 hits, 17 points of damage. Cool. You shoot right into the shoulder of this thing as purplish black blood spurts out, and it goes.
And that's it.
Okay. Mabilis is going to run up 20 feet and then jump off of the pen's back and do a flip onto this roof because she has free climb. And as she does... still not within range. Suppose she'll pull out her short bow? Make a shot. Sure. Let's do that.
Would it make more sense if she was hidden?
Bonus action hide, then shoot, maybe? That works. Let's see here.
Sucked her into the book.
Oh, I didn't realize. Like, we're 10th level now, right?
Yes, you are.
Mm-hmm.
I learn a trick shot. I can.
Oh, jeez.
I don't think with the version of Peace you would gain new trick shots.
21, 24 plus
Like
8
generally with the
points.
idea of the martial art feat, you just kind of get what you get at the beginning, and then that's what you get.
It goes as the arrow.
Like if you're using a battle knife.
Impacts its back, and Amabilis ducks back around the tower. On these things' turn, it looks around and breathes in almost as if the shadow of the area begins to be sucked into its lung as its chest expands outwards as it reels back and just sprays down shadows that flex down from the tower. 30-foot cone. I don't believe, because we have to account the area of which it's coming down as well. You know what? To make this easier on myself, it's going to land on the roof, then spray.
You can just say
Yeah. So that's a 30-foot cube. Cone, sorry. So that should catch Ronax, Vorax, and Xavier. I'm gonna need a dexterity save from the three of you.
Xavier gets a +4.
Oh boy.
Actually, it's a
Hell
charisma
yeah.
saving throw, interestingly.
Oh, it's a charisma
what the
saving
hell?
throw?
Yeah.
You freak. You absolute freak.
Oh, wow. Okay, roll 1 for
Did
4.
not mean to have a +5 on that, but
Oh, yeah, you succeed.
the +5 is in +4 instead, so.
Ronax just barely fails.
Oh, he's got a mind. Oh, my buddy.
Is it minus something?
You fail. So, Ronax and Vorax fails, Xavier succeeds.
What damage is this, by the way?
Necrotic.
Oh, shit. That's not as good as I thought it was.
Oh, wow. Okay, so, Ronax and Vorak takes 30 necrotic damage as the shadows sort of like melt through and incinerate.
No!
Does he go down right
down!
away? God damn.
down!
Okay.
Relax is kind of a wimp, I'll be honest.
You take 15,
No, relax, sorry.
Xavier.
Alright, chilling.
Ronax. As the shadows wash over your form, these like whispers, these like demonic seems to like cover your entire mental space as hands of like shadow starts to tug at your clothes and strangle you on the neck. You are cursed. We'll get to what that means at the beginning of your turn. Yes. But we'll mark you down.
The other one is stunned, right?
Yes, so it cannot move. Therefore, we are on to Xavier.
Alright. So when I cut down the first 5, when they got back up, do they seem like fully healed from it? Does it seem like they're okay?
They
or
seem
is it
fully
like
restored.
disintegrating? Good. Okay. Wasted at this level.
Actually, sorry, before you go, since it has movement left, it's going to circle around 20 feet this way. Go ahead.
How high up is it?
It's still about 20 feet up.
Since you said that it landed, and since it's getting back up, and Amabilis is right next to it, does she
Oh,
get
she's
attacked?
not within melee range.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Actually, since it landed, yes, she does. Yes, she does. Thank you. I'm gonna take out sneak attack. She makes rapier. 25 hits. Okay, she nicks it in the leg as it takes off. Alright, what you doing, Xavier?
So, can you explain the platform setup here, and does it seem possible to acrobat my way up, Daredevil style?
Oh yeah, you can
up on
certainly
the roof?
try.
blades out, I'm just gonna kind of. Oh, I'll use Snowfeather as a helping hand.
Actually, Snowfeather on her turn, I think would be flying at it.
Okay, so we can use her movement.
After.
All right.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Xavier then will kind of climb, use his short sword to dig it into the side of the wall, and use that momentum to pull, like, kind of vault himself upward, and then like land on Snowfeather's back with one foot, and as it's flying upward, jump off, go onto the roof, and take attacks.
Okay, stuntman. Make an acrobatics check.
All right, I got an advantage and.
17, easily.
17.
You almost fall short, but you are able to do a spin that like puts you back into momentum, and you land with both feet onto this roof here.
Hell yeah.
Are you very
18 attacks.
Okay.
With advantage.
Yeah. I was going this one because we already knocked it down. Actually, it's more interesting. Can I go to the other one? That's probably easier. To be honest. I do like that more because it's interesting as
you're gonna have to jump attack it.
Yeah, that's why I like it more. It's more interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I'm getting fucking Kamikuni flashbacks, but yeah, go ahead.
Instead of that, yeah. So he'll use that Snowfeather's help to push off of Snowfeather's back and basically push himself up onto his back on the roof and roll onto his feet. And run up and jump off and dive off.
Make your attacks. Get both attacks off, and then I'm gonna need a dex save from you after both attacks land to see if you land safely.
Alright. Would I have... I would not have flanking.
Nope.
Do I get advantage on the first one because it's cool?
No. Sorry.
1, 2, 3...
Third one does not. So the third one, you like make 2 quick attacks in succession, but the third one falls kind of short as you are plummeting downwards. You swing, doesn't quite reach. 16 points of damage. Cool.
Alright, so 16, and the first one is going to add 13. So
awesome.
29.
It ignites up into fire. The wings burn. It screams. But it's still up.
Alright, and I will roll your dex save.
I wish I could just have...
Not 20.
You're fine.
I look sick as hell.
I wish that I could just have like a video compilation of all the sounds that you make, and then they're just like quick cuts of like.
I hope they don't sound too goofy. Xavier, you run, like do a spinning jump onto a roof. Like Assassin's Creed style free run, jump and do like 2 spin attacks and land, and you don't even roll, you just 3-point landing, and you're like, oh shit, that was pretty cool, and blood just splurts down from behind you. Snowfeather.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I think Snowfeather's gonna dive bomb this thing and make a claw attack.
Okay.
Oh, it's not great. That's
13 does not hit.
Alright. In which case, he's just going to stay up in melee with this thing, but move around.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. On to Ness.
What can I do? How high up is this building?
10 feet up.
Okay. Could I get up there with my movement?
Sure, you can climb, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have my gloves.
Yes, you do.
All right. I'm just gonna wail on this thing.
Okay. Make an attack with advantage.
Because I like that advantage.
So almost as if trying to emulate Xavier, you run up to the side of this building and with your glove, you slam your palm into the side wall of this building, and using the momentum, you lift your massive body up and boom, land on the roof. The tiles quake under your feet.
As the 21 to
21 hits.
So I will throw in with that and it gets my 1d8 radiant damage.
Okay.
Only a 1. But does that make any difference?
Yes, it does, because as the radiance, sort of light green energy shines through the quarterstaff, it almost seems to singe at its skin, and almost even if it's a small spark of light, and you watch this like smoke rise from the impact as it.
Okay, and then same again.
18
to hit.
hits.
Okay, and then another 1d8, and I'm gonna throw in a first level smite on this one.
Okay.
Is it fiendish?
It is fiendish.
Okay.
What Renek's ancestors doing this?
That's an they're doing that extra. They're doing that extra radiant damage.
Okay, so you watch as the spirits of the old Siphanians, this like really buff, muscular dragonborn dude in a blacksmith apron, a dragonborn lady in like a dancer's garb, all use their claws and just like dig their claws and teeth and fangs into this thing, tearing it apart, and it burns bright blue flames.
All right.
Still up.
And because because I don't like. Ooh. What do I do here? Yeah, I use my bonus action to do one more.
Okay.
Alright.
Bugs, the one part of nature Ness doesn't like.
That's only a 14.
Okay. 14 does not hit. You slam the last one down and it impacts the rock hard wings as it deflects off.
Alright.
Okay. Onto the crawler's turn. These guys, as they begin to reform, their wings now fully emerge out of their backs and start to hum almost like a fly as it lifts their bodies off the ground. This one flies up towards you, Ness.
Bonus reaction.
Of course, yeah, make an attack.
This is alright. Hold on, Master. 19
hits. Roll damage.
Okay, that is gonna be. Hold on. That's gonna be 6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And 2 radiant damage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hit this one with a first level smite as well.
Okay.
Oh, bye.
Another 15 radiant damage.
That kills it. As it, you watch this like mass amalgamation of semi-slime, semi-insect flies at you, its mandibles open wide, ready to take a chunk off of your neck. And as it flies up, you turn around and just smash.
One of the Dragonborn ancestors takes its throat out.
Okay, just you smash this thing into the side of a building, and the Dragonborn digs its claws in and just tears its head open like a fountain. Its neck spurts out blood up and above, and just rains down green and purple, dead. This one flies I'm gonna make a dick move right here. Flies up towards you, Ronax, and lands on the unconscious body of Borax. Lands and just like flutters its wings and opens its mouth at you. Just because it is over, Ronax makes 3 attacks on you.
Oh,
That might kill her.
that actually might kill me.
The first one's a 22 to hit.
Yep.
Second one
Yeah.
is another
Oh, fuck.
22. And the third one is a 16. Does that hit?
Yeah.
1 second.
This might kill her, actually.
This might actually kill me, yeah.
Just like it killed her ancestors. How proud.
Oh god.
Oof.
5, 9, 15 points of damage. As this thing claws, bites,
okay.
and whips its tail at you.
Never mind. Okay.
These things are incredibly agile, but they are not too incredibly tanky, if that makes sense. This one runs at you, Nepen. Once again, makes 3 attacks. That's a 17, a 5, and the last one is a 20.
The 20 hits.
Okay. You take 6 points of slashing damage, half to 3. Oh, I'm gonna need Ronax and Pent. Both of you make wisdom saving throws.
Okay. Marl 20 is being mean to me right now, so
I can roll for you, no problem.
thank you.
Got
Yeah.
us powered 4. Let's go. Let's get it.
Oh boy,
We're nice getting the shit kicked out of her in our home.
wisdom. 15. Nepenthe succeeds, but Ronax fails. Ronax, you, as this thing, after it claws and bites onto you, it like, its maw opens up and a shrilling high-pitched screech, I'm not gonna attempt to recreate, pierces its way into your ears. You become frightened of this creature for 1 minute. On
I don't think status effects should stack.
I know. On initiative 0,
What is the curse?
you'll see.
Fucking die.
A larger set of wing beat comes down from the ceiling. This one thrums like a set of war drums, like this. As it, you see a shadow covers the area as a large version of these insect creatures, humanoid in form. These curling crown of horns up the side of its head and bright purple eyes glow amongst its silhouette and shadow. And you see these wings, these huge, gigantic moth-like wings that glow an iridescent gray as it descends down, looks at all of you, and almost like a fruit fly like creature comes up from behind it and is like rubbing its hands together. And the two of them, the fruit fly looks up at this like great massive being and speaks something in Abyssal. Do any of you know Abyssal?
I really don't think
Okay.
any of this do.
The larger creature grabs it by the back of the neck and just throws it back up into the ceiling as it like shouts some sort of command. This like loud echoing, and the fruit fly like scutters and flies back up into the swarm. This is
Can you
what
speak common? It'd make this whole interaction much easier.
lands before you. It at that statement looks at all of you and says,
This rabble. Lead them.
Oh, wonderful. It does.
We have work to do. Know, heretics, that the time of our Lord has come. He is to return and grace the plane with his presence. A sight for sore eyes.
Sorry, one second. We'll be right with you.
You fucking ass. This thing rolls initiative.
Oh god.
16. Alright, rearranging initiative order. Back up to the top of the round. Akil, you are up. What do you do?
Akil's gonna panic some more. I think Akil's gonna assist Ness with the creatures that's still stunned, right?
Mm-hmm.
God, what is your movement speed, dude? Jesus.
Like 60 feet.
65. I think, yeah.
Fuck.
And I'm gonna do a Sunblade again.
Okay. That'll hit.
Yes, 26 to hit. 17 Radiant and 2 to extra 2 to Undead.
Okay. 19 points of damage. Still up.
I have sneak attack as well because Sunblade is
Yes, you do.
versatile.
Roll sneak attack. 6? Nice. Max roll.
Wow.
So you run up, stab this thing into the back. It's like greenish blood spurts out as it like twitches and like tries to get up off the ground.
And I'm gonna do unarmed strike and 2 times, yeah.
Okay.
With an extra action.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, both of those hit. Roll damage. 8. And an 8.
An
16
8.
points of damage. That's exactly enough. How do you want to do this?
Nice.
Oh, I'm gonna use my claw and just scratch him apart, just like into 2.
Okay. Like almost emulating the Dragonborn spirits that are like tearing this thing apart. You watch Akio go full primal as he like bends down, takes his talons and just rips this thing open and just...
One down.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
Cool. Depends.
Okay. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and swing at this guy who's next to me.
Okay.
Just because he's already here. Reckless and Rogue Master,
Cool.
as per the usual. 13?
13 on the small guy hits 24 points of damage. Okay, this one's already on fire.
Plus an additional 3 fire.
Okay. You slam your axe down onto this thing. It splats into the ground and just turns into a heaping pile of flames.
Cool. I'm sorry, I think my audio got whacked, but is this guy who just appeared, is he flying as well?
He is flying, I should specify. Thank you. He is 30 feet up.
Oh, I thought he landed as well.
Okay. I'm gonna... Sorry, I'm having to do some math.
Math.
I know, I hate it. Okay.
I had a dream about math the other night. It was E equals MC squared. I hated it.
Oh god.
I was sitting there solving math for like an hour.
You tried to solve
Sucks.
equals MC squared in your sleep? How did that math equation go? What was the first
I
step?
was doing it so wrong. I never learned that equation in school.
I feel
What a
like
nightmare.
maybe you guys kind of got this, so I'm gonna. And then
God.
from here, I'm gonna go ahead and throw the lightning javelin.
Okay, make an attack roll. The amount of time this thing has failed you, it will land eventually.
It has to. You know what I mean? Like one of these times, it has
One of
to
these
just
times,
land.
yeah.
I'm gonna do it recklessly because why not?
What does this thing look like, Roddy? It looks like a dragon in the art.
This thing here?
Yeah.
It 27 hits, roll damage, and it has to make a dex save. This
Okay,
thing.
I was actually reading the language of the Javelin of Lightning.
Mm-hmm.
The people who are in the line of the target have to make a dexterity saving throw. The target does not make a saving throw.
Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, so it just takes that damage, yeah, if it hits.
Yes.
Okay, roll damage. This thing looks like sort of an insect alien monster because it has humanoid features, but its skin is this leathery black. It has glowing purple eyes, and these two wings on the sides are like a giant moth, as in like it like comes down like a moth wing and it glows this like purple color. 11 points. Okay.
Guys, I think it's a fairy. Sir, are you a fairy?
Oh goodness.
21 plus the 3 fire damage.
Awesome, got it.
So
3 as
24
well.
then.
So, fire curls up this thing's arm as the entire impact zone just lights up in fire as it growls angrily at it. Slight inconvenience, but one nonetheless.
That's my turn.
Okay. Actually, you started your turn within 30 feet of it, Nepenthe. I'm gonna need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, for sure.
13. The immediate presence, being within this thing's wing beat, the thrumming of these moth-like wings, this constant noise gets really irritating, and it digs into your mental awareness. You're unable to hear anything else. Your eyes become fixated on it, and as Amabilis stares back at Nepenthe, her ears start to bleed. You take 12 points of psychic damage.
For sure.
Ronax, at the start of your turn, you take an additional 5 points of necrotic damage as the curse that envelopes your body digs into your flesh and tears at your skin. What do you do during turn? You are frightened of this small creature, meaning you cannot move towards it, and you have all of your attacks have disadvantage as long as it is within line of sight. The sight of this thing beginning to dig its claws into Vorax strikes a deep fear into your heart.
I guess. Oh, well, you know, if all of my attacks against it have disadvantage anyway.
Might as well
You can
attack
stab it with your dagger.
Yeah, might as well attack it point blank. You're right.
You can stab it with your dagger.
12.
12 hits, believe it or not.
Okay, so 13 and 11.
12 and 13 hits.
And then,
So for a total of 24 points?
yeah, and then I will pump my last second level slot into it for elemental bullet for fire.
Okay. You, guns shaking, you hold, Sea Serpent steady in your hand before, like, mid-screaming pump 2 shots. The second shot flares up this bolt of fire as it strikes through the creature, splitting it in half. And that the ringing noise that it is screaming at you disappears and fades. And as this thing lies lifeless on the ground, you realize that it is weaker than you think, and you have nothing to fear. You become absolved of your frightened condition.
Fuck that thing.
Okay. At the end of your turn, repeat the the charisma saving throw for me. You are still cursed.
Nice.
Alrighty, do you
Is
move?
there any visible signs of anything on her?
Yeah. Her skin has begun to glow a sickly purple. And just almost like this rotting, corrupting energy, almost like tree roots are like growing up the side of her neck, almost like Venom. When Eddie is like half wearing the Venom armor.
Okay, see, these are important notes to make.
Yeah.
You okay?
She just like gives you this 1,000-yard stare, and she says, "I don't know. I don't feel so well."
They always say that in the horror movies before bad things happen. Guys, I don't think Ronax is okay.
Do you move at all, Ronax? Varax lies in a messy pile next to you.
No.
Okay. On Mabilis' turn, she circles this tower and does a jump attack onto this thing here. Let's roll. Does she get flanking? Yes, she does, because no feather is flying.
She's gonna see the killer again.
Let's see if she does.
I'm gonna rage quit. I'll rage quit. I'll do it. I'll leave right now.
That's a 20.
I'll leave right now and I'll blame Lara. And I'll be validated.
8 points of slashing and then additional 5d6.
87 points of slashing for sneak attack.
16 plus
Lara
8,
kills
that's
everything
32.
again.
Does that kill it? That kills it.
Nice.
Lives! The meme lives! Mabilis jumps, does a front flip, her tail, using her tail as a counterbalance, and all you see is a flash of silver as she strikes down as and this thing in a sure hit just slides in half. I believe that's both of them. Yep. There we go. And she makes a dex save. Rolling a lot. She rolls and lands safely on the ground. It is, however, now this thing's turn. Allow me one moment. It can do a few things.
Hit me. I'm ready.
Okay, first action. You watch as this thing raises its arms up and looks up into the sky as the moonlight shines down upon it. And you all hear this ringing scream emit from its throat, almost this like insectoid screech, like a call as it out into the sky. A swarm of 6 more of these smaller insect creatures fly down into the city. You say 1 right there. 1 there. These land on the ground, not flying. 1 right there. 3, 4, and 2 next to Akio and Ness. One there. And as this call fades, it lowers both hands. Looks at you, Nepenthe. I'm gonna need you to make a charisma saving throw. As it points its fingers at you, and you feel this like piercing, like dark energy tries to take over your mind. 18.
Oh yeah.
Saves, just saves.
Oh, yeah.
It looks at you and it says something in Abyssal. Your mind, you hear, "Our great lord has more to do. Help us in our endeavors and reach salvation." But as Nepenthe's eye starts to glow purple, you like knock yourself out of it and just shake, not making this effect take hold. It is going to circle back around and fly upwards at the edge of the city, looking down at all of you. 25 feet up. That's its turn. Xavier.
So it's down 55 feet up?
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker. And these guys, okay, they all look full health. I guess I'll just attack the one next to me.
Okay.
Best I got for now. I will move with Snowfeather. Ha, I know strats. I know the flanking strat.
Snowfeather's
Oh, yeah.
like 20 feet up in the air.
Yes.
I will not flank with Snowfeather. 14.
14 still hits. These things attack you
11.
in number, not in quality.
17.
11 still up. 17 hits. So, that's a total of 19. Still up.
The 11 doesn't hit it. I assume,
Okay,
right?
got it. Yeah. 11 does not.
Right. Then it is 16 plus 9.
Oh,
So 25.
my god. Okay. So, the
fine.
swing almost does nothing to it, but the flames that explode out of the blades completely melt this thing down into the ground.
Cool. I will. So I want to run up to Nepenthe and have her and try to vault with her, and then reach down and turn and try to help her up as well.
Okay.
To get the both of us up. At least on our next turns. So I'm gonna spend this movement to rush up and try to vault off Nepenthe, and just as he's running, catching her eye and just going. Just like kind of snapping and pointing up.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're cool with it. Cool.
Okay.
He's gonna vault. As he vaults, he is basically putting the short swords together into that kind of more staff armament. And so as he vaults up off of her, he's gonna turn and reach down to allow her up and pull her up. So that's my turn.
Cool.
If I have to make a check, then I will make a check. But not you.
Awesome. So that at the end of your turn, we now come to Snowfeather.
Yeah, Snowfeather is going to dash
Okay.
and just get right across the map in this thing's face.
Mm-hmm.
Preparing to
Oh,
dive.
I'm
from it.
so afraid. No.
That's its turn, yeah?
That's it then, yeah.
Okay, Ness.
I'm so afraid.
Okay. I'm gonna sidestep a little bit. And I'm just gonna go to town on the one that's here. I don't get anything that gives me advantage, do I?
No. They're one
let's-
creature apart.
Right, let's do a thing.
I mean, you can flank the one that Akil's attacking.
Not
Not at this
not easily, I can't.
position, no.
But 17?
17 hits.
Ooh, 12, and then 8, and then 6 radiant damage
So-
from that one.
18 total. Still up.
Yeah. Yep. Let's do that again. That's going to be 20 with 10 bludgeoning damage.
20 with 10, that kills it.
An extra 3 radiant. Okay.
Okay. Oh, with the radiant damage as well, singes it into the ground then, not reforming.
Yep. Okay. And then I'm gonna, as it slides off the roof, I'm gonna stand there and just swing at the last one with advantage.
All right.
All right. Okay. That's a 23.
23 hits.
That's 5 bludgeoning damage and
7 total.
and 2 radiant.
Okay. On
And what the heck? I'll throw in another first level smite with this one. Oh, that's not great. Only 8.
Still up. But this thing is singed with divine energy. As now, on its turn, is going to make all 3 attacks on you, Ness. Because you heard it most, and Akio hasn't done anything to it yet. Ooh, this first one is an 18, a 15, and a 10.
None of them hit.
Fuck! Okay.
Hell yeah.
This one's closer to Ronax. Ronax, you're gonna take 3 more attacks. Okay, so a 14, a 9, and the last one is a natural 20. I am not kidding. I can take a picture of my dice tray.
There you go.
Okay. So for that last hit, you take a total of 14 points of slashing damage as this thing claws into your back and rips open the coat that is behind you.
Oh, okay. I don't care, like, what happens, right? This thing's gonna die. You don't fuck with my coat.
And it skitters up around. And almost, you see, it bends its head down and starts to take bites off of its fallen comrade and just... You just hear the tearing of flesh and it just... and just swallows the insect on the ground.
I hate it.
Back
I
up
don't know.
to
I'm kind of rooting for him.
Akio.
There are a couple of them who didn't act, just to keep things fair.
Thank you.
Yes.
Also, fly up towards. Let's see. I'll roll. I'll flip a coin. I'll roll a d6.
I'm going to use my reaction to smack it as it comes close.
Cool. In that case, it's
Yeah.
going to go towards you. Make an attack.
Okay. That is 17.
Hits.
That is going to be 7 bludgeoning damage. And then 6 radiant, and I'll use my last first level slot.
Okay.
16 more radiant damage.
That does it. As this thing flies towards you, once again, you turn it into bug paste on the wall. This one will fly up towards you, the pen. Makes 3 attacks. With a 19, an 11, and a 22.
A 19 and 22 will hit.
Okay. 6 points of slashing damage, half to 3, on top of 8 points of slashing damage, half to 4. So 6 plus 4, 10 points total. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me. saves.
Mm-mm.
You have faced much worse. You are not afraid of this thing.
And I'm also going to use my reaction to do my Arcane Rebuke.
Okay.
So he's actually going to take 3d6 force damage.
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
11. Still up.
This is what happens when you remember your skills, everybody.
I've never seen you use that before.
I did just get it, though.
Okay. Oh, at level 10?
Yes, I will.
Okay. Speaking of, onto you now.
Oh. Isn't
Yes.
it Akil?
Sorry, yes,
It's
it
my
is.
turn, isn't it?
I'm sorry, Golf. It's you.
Oh my god, Roddy, why were you skipping golf? What
He's
is
killing
your
he's stunning my enemies.
fucking problem?
Go ahead.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do Sunblade upward slash.
Okay. Upward slash. Barely. How about you? Nope. Okay. 25 hits. So for 15 points with fire, yeah, that would kill it. So you would stab the sunblade down, and as the blade sinks into this thing, it emits a loud as it steams into the ground. Horseborn crawler is me making noises with my mouth.
I have a
And
question.
then I'm,
Yeah?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just realized I interrupted his turn. I'm so sorry.
That's okay, you can speak first.
Are you sure?
Yes, because my turn is really short.
Okay. I just realized since the thing that cursed me is dead, am I still cursed?
It's still on you.
Fuck.
Okay, and then I'm gonna do Thunder Flash with my Sunblade.
Thunder Flash?
Yes, it's a kind of a Sunblade attack that I caught by myself. It's my insane movement speed.
Okay. You dynamic camera fly up through the air and swing, make an attack. 29 hits. And you get sneak attack as well.
Yay. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So 7.
Damn.
This thing is not undead. So 15 plus 2, 15 plus 6, 21 points of damage. As you slash across this thing's back.
And I'm gonna do Death Strike. After I hit something, I will automatically deal an extra damage.
Yes.
With my monk dice, so it's 1d6, I presume. Yeah, 1d6.
Yeah.
Two points of damage.
Awesome. Damage is damage.
And then, yeah, and that's it for my turn.
Alright, now 10th.
Was that your bonus action?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I need either Snowfeather or Akil to not be there, but that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and get up. Or actually, no, this guy's attacking me. I'm gonna hit the guy that's attacking me. Rocklet's Great Weapon Master.
Oh!
Uh-oh!
It turns into
Yeah.
butt paste from the first hit.
Cool. And then I'm going to run and I'll get up on the roof.
Okay. I will say getting on the roof
I don't
expends
know.
15 feet of your movement.
Okay. 20. Up. 3. Is there a bridge between these roofs? Actually, or is it just in the
sure?
picture?
Because it's on the map, we'll say it's there. Some
Yeah.
old Sifanian house husband put up clothes to hang.
So I can get about here, and that is the extent extent of my movement.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, that's all I got. That's my turn.
Ronax, you take 4 points of necrotic damage at the start of your turn on a low roll. These things are really tearing your flesh apart now. You see now, like, open wounds where Ronax's neck... And the rest of you don't see these shadows, but in your eyes, Ronax, you are being torn apart by these shadowy limbs. To the rest of you, it just looks like Ronax is slowly decaying. But it's your turn.
If I cast a spell, I can't attack, correct?
No, you cannot. Separate actions.
I'm large brain, though.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to shoot twice at this creature.
Mm-hmm.
Remember to put on disadvantage. And miss.
Both shots.
Both times.
Why at
But-
disadvantage? Oh, in the one in front of you. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
However, I'm gonna use Arcane Jolt.
Okay.
I think that's what I think that's what it's
Yeah,
called.
it's
I've
arcane.
got a lot of
And heal yourself?
yeah for 2d6.
Okay. That's some big brain. Okay. You shoot at this thing twice, hopefully trying to get a shot off, but the way that this thing is just
Fuck.
crawling in front of your face is not having the shots land. Instead, the shots break on the ground, and these flashes of red fly up and swallow you in fire, closing some of your wounds.
Let me double check something to make sure that I.
Sure thing.
And Amira, don't forget that you have scholarly inspiration, I
Yes, you
think,
do.
still.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you can add a d6. to
There's
either-
you, me, and Ness, I think.
so I can add a
a d6
d6
to either of those shots.
Okay. I'm gonna. You said d8, right? I'm so sorry. You cut out.
D6.
Okay. The first one.
Okay.
I actually rolled a 1.
Which will make it hit for 10 points of damage.
And I'm going to. That's not healthy at all. I can't remember the shot types that I took for grit.
You have a disarming shot, and you have one other thing. It should be under your grit point features.
See, the problem is that there was so much shit. Remember, we simplified it, and I don't remember. I don't know why I didn't add. It's fine.
Okay.
That's I guess I'll pump a third level
Okay.
elemental bullet into this thing and hope that somehow I kill it.
6, 10. It's so close to death. It is a pile of flaming claws and mouths on the ground. However, at the end of your turn, repeat that charisma saving throw.
Oh, I did it at disadvantage, my bad.
That's fine. We'll take the
11.
11, which still fails. You have been cursed for the majority of this combat. That will be bad come your next turn.
It will be.
Amabilis will
Is that 3
run up,
failures?
goes Ronax and slashes at this thing's back. with advantage and sneak attack.
She gets more kills.
Yeah, that'll do it. She slashes this thing down in half. And continues to run up this way and hides behind this house. Cool. Xavier, what's your dexterity modifier?
+3, why?
This thing has a +2, you go first.
Oh, shit. Okay, I will. Seeing as I'm not currently concentrating on a spell, I don't believe. What does it look like he's doing right now?
He
He's
is
kinda watching
brandishing this spear in his hand and just trying to fend off attacks from Akio and Snowfeather on both sides.
I'm gonna do one thing. Okay, can't do that. I'm just gonna haste myself.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna jump forward and jump here. I have 1, 2, 3, so I have 80 feet of movement, so 5. How do I do the thing where it makes the
You right click.
right click? That's it. 20.
There we go.
There. That is the path. Is there any inability to do that?
I won't I won't ask for an acrobatics check. It's just leaping from roof to roof with 5 feet gap apart.
Yeah. Alright. I will get there with haste. That's my action. I have a haste action, so I'll use that, and then bonus action attack as well.
Okay.
So 1 down. Which means no cantrip attack, but just 2 short swords.
Ooh, both hit.
23 and 20.
18.
18 damage.
Okay.
Cutting against him twice. I will. I know the Feywild exists, right? I just don't know about the Shadowfell. I know all of the Feywild.
You know all of it exists, but it's just like on the spectrum of things, you don't know where things lie and to what they.
I just mean like where the Fey influences come from.
Kinda.
Cool. I will, as I'm jumping across, pull out and go. I don't think this is where you belong. Fairies come from the Feywild. I can point you in the right direction if you need. And then jumping up off of Snowfeather, stabbing him in the chest, then bring the other one down to his back and jumping to the side.
Okay. On its turn.
It's my turn.
You see it raises its hands up and says, "It's Akil, Snowfeather, Xavier. I need all 3 of you to make dex saves for me as a wave of shadow pulses out from its body."
Alright.
Natural 20, and with evasion you take none. 15 for Snowfeather just succeeds. And with a 12 you fail. 16 points of damage to necrotic damage to you, Xavier. Halved, so 7 to Snowfeather, none to Akil. Xavier, you are knocked prone as this wave of shadow explodes out from its body.
15 or 16?
15.
Oh, okay.
15?
Mm-hmm.
I'll drop a 3rd level spell slot and take no damage.
Okay.
So as he does that, kind of spins the two blades together, and they like the blades almost connect and combine into. And he spins it around and like throws one blade in each hand to like into a circle, and a rune shows up and blocks all the damage out.
Okay.
Which is the new ability of.
Awesome. That's great. Oh wow. Okay. So this like necrotic energy explodes out, and as it does, this rune blocks its path. It flows past you, and for the rest of its turn, it's gonna take its multi-attack, makes 2 attacks to Akio and 2 attacks to Xavier. Claw staff. So first
2 on me, 2 on Akio.
2 on Akio, 2 on Xavier.
Okay.
On Akio, that first hit is 25 to hit and a 21 to hit.
I have 21 AC, so I think both of them
hits.
hit.
Okay. So
Yeah.
firstly, with,
did it make those attacks with disadvantage?
uh,
Because of patient defense.
oh, he went into patient defense?
Ooh, good point.
Oh, I'm sorry, I did not see that. Okay, in that case, we'll take the lower one, which is the 21 for the first hit, and then the second hit will be. Whoop! No, guys, come back.
Whoa, girl, bye.
Natural 1. So the second one misses, but for the first one, you're going to take some damage as it claws and just rips your chest open with its serrated claw blades. 1 second.
By the way, Ratty, when you talk towards the camera, we can't hear you because
really?
your mics pick up direction. Yeah.
Thank you. 1 second. You. Okay. Akio, you take 18 points of slashing damage, along with 12 points of necrotic damage. So 18 plus 12, 30 points of damage total as this thing claws onto you, and the part where it hits this like infectious burn just singes into your skin. Makes a spear and claw towards you as well, Xavier. The first one, the spear, that's a 24 to hit. I'm rolling really well tonight. And the second one will be a 18 to hit.
Yes, first one hit. So.
The spear will be 18 points of piercing damage as it stabs right through your abdomen and pulls back out, leaving this like purplish wound on your body. It is then going to fly upwards by 30 feet, taking an attack of opportunity from Akio, Xavier, and Snowfeather. (15 misses?
Only 15.
Akio, Xavier, attacks of opportunity.
14.
14 misses.
17.
17 just barely misses. Its wing beats and it flies up 30 feet. And then, let's see, 15 feet this way, ending its turn. Snowfeather, starting its turn within 30 feet of it, takes 12 points of necrotic damage.
Oof.
Yeah, continue on. So taking the difference, it would now be about 25 feet above Snowfeather.
Okay. She's gonna wheel around, climbing so that she's about 10 feet above and about 20 feet away, and then dive at it.
Okay.
All right. I want this to hit. Ooh, that's 20.
20 will hit.
And that is going to be two things. That's 10 slashing damage, and it needs to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
DC 14.
1 second. 10 points of slashing. And then makes a strength. How much does it have? 16 total?
No, that succeeds.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, that's her turn. Ooh, and they're like 60... How high up in the air is it?
25 above Snowfeather. At this point, it's about 60 feet off the ground.
Okay, so they're both 60 feet off the ground now.
Okay.
Ooh.
On to Ness.
What can I do about that?
Flying enemies, y'all.
Not a lot. Not a lot. Huh. Okay.
Rora, you have to
I'm gonna
you
get-
have to go soon, don't you? Sorry, I interrupted your turn. Please go ahead.
I'm gonna get as close as I can
Mm-hmm.
with my movement. And then I'm gonna slam my staff on the ground
Okay.
and say, "Approach." And I'm casting command.
Oh. Okay. What save is that? Wisdom?
Wisdom DC 16.
Fails. It is going to approach you next turn. I believe all the insects are dead. Yes, they are.
Mhm.
Akil, at the beginning of your turn, you take 8 points of necrotic damage. Your ears are now bleeding.
Even now.
But it's your turn. What do you do?
Wait, how far is Akil away from it, given that it's 60 feet up in the air?
Akil's on the roof, so 30 is
We're
still within range.
25 above us.
25 above Akil
Yeah.
and Xavier.
Okay.
This like fluttering wing beat is all you hear. This like loud droning voice.
Maybe Akil's gonna do a pursuit. So pursuing the creature.
Okay, mid-air battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that gets flanking from Snowfeather. So you take
And
off,
he would like to.
shoot up into the air.
Yes. And I'm gonna do an unarmed strike. Can somebody roll it for me, please? I cannot open my sheet.
I gotcha.
Okay.
Chronicles of Lorei'an, beset with technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Your
Oh, I
sun
got
wave.
it now. I got it now.
Gotcha. Okay.
No, wait. I got it
Maybe
now.
like it.
Yeah, please go ahead. Rora, do you have to
I'm gonna do an.
go soon? Okay.
I'm gonna message you what I was kind of planning for my next 2 turns, just so you can do it.
4 unarmed strike.
Hit. Oh, sorry. Miss, hit. So 3 hits.
Okay, 3 hits. And for each one, I would like to try a stunning strike for each of them.
Okay, so 3 con saves, yeah? It has magic resistance, so it's gonna be advantage.
Yeah? No, maybe?
It's advantage, but
24 on the first one.
Technically not magic.
Ah, it's not magic, is it? Okay. Cool.
it's debatable. I think it should be magic, but
Well,
Yeah.
it says advantage on
People
saving
complain about
throws.
it.
So
Yeah.
Good. It's not. It's so cool.
second one is a 20. And the third one, your last hope, is a 20 as well. 24
Oh no,
actually.
I'm sad.
So all three. You pummel at this thing's body, it just sort of does that thing where it like palms each of your hits in midair, like kung fu.
Oh no. But they still take a damage, right?
Yes, it does.
28 point of damage. Yeah. Okay.
Nepenthe, why don't you have a turn before you leave us tonight?
Is there a way that I can finagle that cloud of ravens without hitting other people?
Cloud of ravens?
Yeah.
Let's see. How wide is it?
20 feet.
Ooh. Actually, if you do it from here, yeah. If you set it like right there, you're able to just catch it without anybody else.
Okay. Then you guys see it's only ever happened once before, but she seems to draw back that imaginary bow, and as she releases, a swarm of ravens materialize from around her, and head to go circle around this guy. And then
Has to make a save, correct?
yes. Yeah. Constitution.
Okay, that's a
DC
15.
15.
Just saves, yeah? So it takes half this
Yeah.
damage.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, I definitely need more than that.
Okay, so 18. All right, we'll take the 17. Half.
Well, it's both.
Oh, it's both. Jesus. Okay, so
It's all.
18 plus 17. That's a total of
35.
35. Yeah. Takes half
Yeah.
of 35, which is somebody help me.
17?
17.
17. Yeah.
Thank you.
Is it 20-foot radius, 20-foot diameter?
Radius.
Ah.
Yeah, it's
Shit.
that size.
So is that 40 foot wide?
It gets 40 feet wide. It gets you, but not us. If you
Oh,
want.
well,
she
I don't think it
she
can
is
really hit.
down low enough to where it won't hit her, so it's fine.
Yeah, because it's up there.
Yeah, so then you can like hit him on, and not us. It's a lot bigger of a thing.
Okay.
A swarm
And then
of
I'm
ravens
going.
manifest out and starts to like slash and peck into this thing.
And then I'm going to go 5, 10. Can I make that jump the same way that Xavier did?
Oh, it's way too high up at this stage.
No, I mean from the roof I'm on to like
From the roof you're on?
this one.
What's your strength?
I'm just going across the roof. 4 plus 4.
Score, not modifier.
18.
Just short.
Why? Is there a reason?
Well,
That's
isn't
like
your
a 15-foot
your
jump.
height your jump distance equals to your strength score rounded up?
I usually just say that you can make checks for jumps, but there's
Well,
like a
it's
passive level you just don't have to care about.
30 feet up. I don't know.
I
For the heck of it,
She's-
make an athletics check because
wait.
you're a badass.
No, Aurora, aren't you just asking to jump across from building to building?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were trying to jump attack it.
Oh no! I'm just
No.
jumping to the other building.
Easy.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
Okay,
thought you were
forget
trying
where
to
I
jump
was.
attack a flying thing 30 feet up with this guy.
You
Yeah.
10,
Yeah.
15.
Misunderstanding.
20, 25,
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Gotcha.
easy. No problems for
30.
you.
I thought I was like, one of us is miscommunicating.
Yeah.
I get to there, and then I'm going to hang out.
Right,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, do you have to...
Yes.
Okay.
You
I
can
do.
DM me if you want. I can.
Yeah, I'll send you a DM on what my plan would be.
Everyone
Okay.
say bye to
Sure.
Aurora.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye, have a good day.
Hey, have fun.
Thanks.
Have a good day.
Ronax, the long-awaited beginning of your turn has come. It has a +4 to this damage, so it has
Are
to
you
roll.
still alive?
I'm just gonna make this roll on screen just because it's fun. Because you're gonna go unconscious, and something fun happens when you go unconscious with this effect.
Oh no!
10. You take 14 points of necrotic damage as you fall unconscious. Ronax. As you, your visions fade, seeing this thing amidst a swarm of ravens, Xavier and Akil, and Snowfeather, being around it, your vision slowly dims and tunnels until eventually you fall face first into the dirt. And when you do, a spreading corruption burns in your blood.
Oh
You hear
no!
a series of whispers. Come to me.
Sir, come to me.
We'll get to the effects of what happens next round. But for now, you are unconscious and bleeding out. Amabilis, what can she do? She's going to bonus action aim and shoot. Boom. 20. With 5 plus sneak attack. For 24. Lands right in this thing's throat. Still up. But very, very bloody. Close to death. Xavier. You start your turn within this thing's radius. The wing beats start to pierce your ear and you take 8 points of necrotic damage. And so does... Oh yeah. You take 8 points of necrotic damage as this thing just ringing constantly in your ear.
Okay, my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Does this thing seem not to not like fire damage in the way that we've seen the other ones not liking fire damage?
Yeah.
Alright. I am going to spin my blades around me as they catch fire, and little orbs of fire are going to float around me, forming in this really strange aspect of the blade dance.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost like not meteor showers, but mortar bombs, where they're sent up in the air and then they come flying back down. I'm going to send out 5 Scorching Rights,
Okay.
which are one of the new spells I picked up from the thing. So 1, 2, 3,
Hit.
4,
Hit both. All 4 hits.
5.
5. All 5 hits. Woo-hoo! So as
Alright.
you take your hands, point up, and these like magical circles up here in front of you, these beams streak up and at it. How do you want to do this?
Yeah, so like I said, he just continues the blade dance, and as he does, the blade from the fire from each blade kind of singes off of itself, forming into an orb, and once there are 5 floating around him, he brings the blades together into just the staff implement of what they kind of form into, and swings that up into the air and sends all 5 streaking up into the sky. They disappear for a second before, like, in a circular motions, soaring back down and lighting him up.
So those of you watching from the ground, this thing spins its spear, about to like aim and throw it at somebody next turn. But as it does, caught off guard, 5 streaks of beams of red hot fire burn into its back and explode out the other side. You watch as it gargles up this like noxious green blood and reaches its hands up at the sky, still swarming with insect creatures, and falls. As it does, it yells out, "Farkash! Ivasta! Nox! William Nox!" and splashes into the ground.
Hell yeah.
Which brings us to the end of combat.
Yeah. Can I do something before Ronex's turn comes around again?
Yeah.
Which would just be, I see Ronex slump down against the side of that building. I see the creature falling dead out of the sky, and I start to run, pounding through this alley, and then realizing it looks bad, I'm gonna Misty Step the rest of the way and appear right over her.
Okay. You see that on Ronax's unconscious body, these like tendrils of black purple ink starts to curl up and around her form, from where the impact had struck on her chest.
Is this a disease?
Make a medicine check. Medicine or Arcana, your choice. The flock of ravens disperse.
Your mic is cutting in and out like crazy.
Sorry. The swarm of ravens disperse. Make a medicine or Arcana check, your choice.
10.
10. You've never seen a disease that looks like this before.
Okay. I'm gonna give it a first thing I'm gonna try is lay on hands, because I can't cast another spell.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna try 5 hit points. No more.
Okay.
Because this thing does a whole bunch of 20 hit points. Let's see if it works.
Cool. 1 second. Ronax, in the depths of your consciousness, you hear this voice beckon to you, this almost seemingly charismatic voice, as it calls out, "Come to me. Closer. That's it. Almost there." You see that standing before you in pitch blackness is a figure in dark armor. These crown-like helmets that extend up into 5 spires and glowing red eyes that come out from it. A large greatsword hilted on his back. He extends his clawed gauntlets out at you, and you feel your mind get closer to him. This aura of purple black energy oozes out from underneath him. Come closer. But as you stretch your hands out and right before you reach him, you come back to consciousness with 5 hit points.
20.
20, thank you. 20 hit points. You see that the tendrils of black remain on her neck for a second before starting to retreat back. Make a perception check, Ronax.
Oh, I rolled at disadvantage, my bad.
That's okay. We'll take the 13. Not hard to notice. You clutch around your body, your chest, and there is a searing pain coming from the left side of your chest. And as you clutch, your hand singes against your own skin. You look down your the sort of neck opening of your tunic, and right above the skin where your heart is, you see like a corrupted purple mark that remains there, where all of the rest of these tendrils extend outwards from.
What happened?
I think I almost became one of those things.
I've got some things I can try. I'm going to concentrate, hold the pendant around my neck. Use my last 3rd level spell. I reach out and touch directly on this cursed flesh, and I'm going to cast Remove Curse.
Upon contact with your fingertips and palms, it singes like acid on your skin. This corruption on your fingertips, like someone pouring molten, boiling water and steel on your hand. It takes some force of mind to keep your hand where it is, but this...
By the way, standing beside me are the spirits of Renex's ancestors. Standing, watching, willing her to live.
You hear a heartbeat as greenish white light glows out from beneath Ness's hand, fighting back the corruption. Vines and leaves and all sorts of flowers start to extend outwards and wrap themselves around the wound and your shoulder, pulling you in, comforting you. You look upon the spirits of your ancestors who had lended you strength. And as they fade, the heartbeat that is emitting is not your own. It is not in sync. As Ness, you reach your hand back, seeing that the purple corruption has subsided and faded. And as you pull back your hand, you are holding another cursed luck stone in your palms. The curse is lifted from you, Ronax.
This is what I saw when Xavier was holding that thing in here. I don't want ever to happen to anyone ever again. Where is Artrock?
Why don't everybody make another round of perception checks for me?
Oh, damn it. Oh, wait, no, that was normal.
Alright. 8, 11, 19.
11.
Akio, make one for me as well. Because you are very good at perception.
Yes, hold on a minute.
And you can fly.
Ronax, you are still trying to recover and catch your breath, like checking different parts of your body to see that the corruption is no longer there, and it is indeed gone. Oh my god, with a natural 1, you still get a 13. Akil,
Wow.
You get dirt in your eyes, and it's painful. Xavier, you're examining the corpse of this thing on the ground before you. It is slowly starting to melt into a puddle of shadows, which seeps
I'm kicking it and going, No. Guys, no, it's not a fairy. I was wrong.
Ness, you look up and you see that the swarm is starting to thin. Most of it has probably passed, but you do not see Arthur Rock anywhere. You
I'm holding
assume
this-
he has pursued the swarm.
I'm holding this thing at arm's length.
Yes. I think I might be able to take care of it.
Okay. I has a just one moment. I has a question. Melora.
You blink, and at that moment, small Melora is standing next to you. She is not looking at you. She is not looking at the heart. She is facing a direction southeastwards. Her hair gently drifting in the non-existent wind, her clothes glowing, vines that curl up her ankles. She's standing there silent.
Is this what happened to my home?
She turns back to you, noticing that she is gritting her teeth to the point where she is biting her own lips, pain in her eyes. She doesn't give you an answer, but just nods.
It splats on the ground. Burn it.
Ronax is going to kind of hunchedly, like, lean over this thing and kind of, with the last bit of strength that she has, she's going to unleash an absolute torrent of flame onto this.
You breathe in and exhale, and a pillar of flame washes out and over this heart. This sort of like, it almost looks as if someone carved a heart out of a piece of wood, but the wood is infested with wormholes, and there's like holes that go in and all over this thing, writhing with worms, and as you do, it turns into black ash and soot on the floor.
Listen to me. No more. Never again. No more dead families. No more dead trees. No more dead towns. Not while I'm living. Burn them all.
As you stare up at the sky, the last of the swarm departs, leaving again a starry night sky above all of you, the platinum star shining its light down directly into the open hole. Arthur Rock has pursued the swarm southeastwards towards Melor. You assume what lies there, what used to be a holy requiry, a temple to your goddess Melora. A swarm of thousands upon thousands of these insect spawn, these Blightswarm is heading towards it. And as you stand there in a moment of silence, you hear this splashing and cobblestone next to you as Melora's small form, her knees buckle and she falls down onto them, clutching her shoulder. She winces in pain.
Kneel down and hug her.
It hurts.
I'm gonna make it stop.
You don't understand. They're waking up. They've been asleep this whole time. But the nest is stirring. It's waking up.
How long do we have?
I don't know. But until the swarm gets there, it will only get worse.
Taking a look at Ronex. He was right. We are hope. But I'm scared.
Melora grits her teeth and bears the pain. You see that on her shoulder, the usually vibrant and green self that she is, a similar sort of corrupting purple spreads from shoulder down. And she winces in pain again and says, there is not only one tree. If corruption and infestation is what they want, then they will go to others.
Ness.
Yeah.
And as she leans up, there's flames dripping from her maw. And she looks at you and says, "We're going to burn them. Every last one of them."
Yeah. We're coming.
So it turns out not a fairy. That's what I learned. How are you guys? You guys doing okay?
You walk into a very tense scene.
See if you got more of that fire where that came from.
Yeah. As long as we need it.
We've got a nest to burn.
Ooh. I will prepare some things. Yeah, I can work on that.
And on that...
Odd question.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'll save it for later.
You should probably ask now, because we're about to finish for tonight.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'll save it for a different session.
Cool. I'll say, as the swarm disperses from the sky, picking it back up once more into Starry Night, goal is set towards Melor next, where the tree, presumably one of the trees of Melora used to stand, now turned into an infested nest for these Blightswarm, wherever they emerge from. At the activation of the city, seemed to trigger something deep within the earth that awakened them from the mountains or their slumber. First matter of business, getting back down from this floating city. And how you do that, we'll pick back up in 2 weeks. Thank you for joining us tonight. I hope you all have a good day, those of you watching us on stream. We will pick back up on Saturday, the 30th of October, one day before Halloween. Yeah, thanks for sticking around. See you guys later. Say bye.
Bye, stream.